So I've lived in LA for 6 years, and I have seen some of these videos on YouTube, the truth about LA videos and the fake people in LA and all this stuff about the real Los Angeles. And there's something that hasn't sat right with me about these videos, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. So if you want to know more about LA, you want to move to LA, maybe you're thinking about moving here, and you're watching all these videos to try and figure out if it's right for you, I think this video is going to be very important for you to watch, because I'm going to say some things that haven't been said yet, and I think what I'm going to talk about is going to give you a bigger picture view of things. So if any of that interests you, stay tuned, keep watching. So to start off, I moved to LA in 2014. Oh my gosh, wait, did I say 6 years? I think it's been 7 years. Ew. But anyway, I moved here not necessarily with the intent of, I don't even know, why did I move here? I really don't even know. It was just kind of like a natural progression. I studied film in college, so obviously Los Angeles is the place that you go if you want to be a filmmaker in any respect. And I ended up getting really into hospitality. I got into copywriting, digital marketing type of things. And just, I kind of had my hand in a lot of different things, acting. So I wanted to talk about sort of the big picture of Los Angeles in comparison to these videos that you've been seeing. It seems like everybody keeps saying the same thing. I want to really get into the topic of fake people, fakeness, because that's the one thing, it's a very ongoing thing that you hear. Everybody in LA is fake. Everyone's so fake, this and that. So I really wanted to dig into that in this video. The thing is, a lot of these people that are saying these things about Los Angeles, I went and I looked, because I was really curious, like who is it that's giving this advice? Like, what are these people doing here? Like, what are they actually doing? And majority of these people are YouTubers. That's really interesting to me, because the common thread between all these videos is that I'm surrounded by fake people, and like some people are like, I left LA because everything was so fake and all this. And it's interesting because the YouTuber in LA thing, that's like a very, very specific experience to have. You guys have to think about the fact that LA is pretty big. There's 4 million people here. And there's a lot of different types of people here. Like Silicon Beach, like the tech people who are over on the west side. And then you've got like the skater kids who are, Fairfax, Melrose area. You've got the actors, you've got the singers, you have the hospitality people, which is kind of what I grew up with, like the bar industry and the food and beverage. You've got the yoga people. There's just so many different subcultures within LA. So if we look at the entertainment business as being one of those cultures, there's definitely a lot of people obviously that are in entertainment, whether, like I said, acting, singing, whatever it may be. But then underneath the entertainment umbrella is YouTubers, and that's its own thing. Like, not every actor is a YouTuber, not every YouTuber is a singer, like there's like different sections of entertainment, right? So when we think about the experience of the YouTuber, it's kind of a subculture of a subculture, because you've got entertainment and then you've got YouTube. So it's like, this is a very specific type of person and type of experience that they're having. And that experience does not speak for everyone, and it doesn't translate across the board. That's one thing that I think all of these opinions have sort of left out, just the context. If I say, I'm in LA, I hate fake people, I'm surrounded by fake people, that's why I left LA. Well, why were you surrounded by fake people? Like, I can't help but wonder, I couldn't help but wonder, why were you in that situation? What is it about you that is drawing them to you? Or why are you drawn to them? Like, how did you get here? That's my biggest question for all these people. How did you get into this situation where everyone around you sucks? Because if I think about my experience with LA and with people, I know that I'm not surrounded by fake people. I understand that those people exist and they're definitely around, like I've interacted with them, but being that I'm not a fake person, it would never occur to me to hang out with those people regularly if I don't like the energy that they're giving me. Not everybody in LA is fake. The people that are saying this are people who have fallen into these social circles in part because they're YouTubers, and there's like the whole YouTube thing and the influencer thing. I think there's a lot of people that are, putting on a show. Like they want to portray themselves one way, especially online, and then behind closed doors or, in person, they may be a different way. I kind of want to like dissect that a little bit of the word fake and why it gets thrown around so much. It's just kind of interesting because I would personally, it doesn't occur to me to describe somebody as fake. Like if I meet somebody who kind of has like, they say one thing and they mean another thing or whatever, like to me, I'm not like, oh, this person's fake. To me, I think, oh, this person is insecure. Like this person has some insecurities that they're dealing with, and their outlet for that is sort of being whatever they need to be in the situation, even if it hurts other people, even if it's not truthful. They're so insecure with themselves that they're putting on this presentation of who they want to be, who they think other people want them to be. Using the word fake, that's not really to describe a person. That's not really in my vocabulary because it's sort of an oversimplification of what somebody's actually dealing with. When somebody is fake, there's a reason for that. Like there's a reason why they're behaving this way. They're doing that to protect themselves because there's something within themselves that is telling them you can't be you. You have to be what they want you to be. If you want to move to LA or whatever and you're like, well, I don't know if I would get along with people in LA because they're so fake. That shouldn't be something that you should be worried about, because if you're moving here, you should be moving here for yourself. Like who cares? Maybe there's people here that are dealing with insecurities and they take it out or they let it out in weird ways, but that shouldn't really have anything to do with you. And I know obviously you want to make friends where you live. Like that's kind of a big deal to have a group of friends that you can hang out with. But I can tell you right now, you're not gonna have a problem finding real people if you just go places where real people go and you do things that real people do. Like I would not suggest you coming here and then trying to hang out in those like YouTuber houses or whatever and like try and meet influencers. You can find real people, and if there are those influencers and stuff that maybe you're trying to like collaborate with and all that, like I don't know what to tell you about that, because if your goal is to come here and network, then I don't know. I mean, does that not put you into the category of being fake? Does it? Are you trying to make friends with these people? Are you just trying to like meet people that have more followers than you so that you can get more followers? Like I would ask, what are your intentions? Because if you feel like you have to come here for the opportunities of like networking and all that, like that might put you into the category of people that you are supposedly trying to stay away from. If you're trying to meet real people in Los Angeles, my best advice would be don't try and connect with somebody that seems like they're not being real. If you notice that about them, then don't hang out with them. I have so many just real, genuine friends, and honestly, most of them are not in entertainment, and that's kind of a big part of it. If I think about my friends' jobs, most of us, like I came up working in hospitality, so that's like where my friend group comes from. It's like managers and bartenders and servers and people like that. I have a friend who's a lawyer, she just passed the bar. Like I have a lot of different friends in a lot of different industries, and I wouldn't say that any of them are fake, and they're all living in LA, and we're all having a great time. So I think when it comes to making friends and all that, you have to just kind of maybe step outside of, not necessarily your comfort zone, but outside of the zone that you think you're supposed to get into. The opportunities are everywhere here. It's not just with this specific subculture of people. I would suggest not just limiting all of your interactions and your friendships with people that are specifically in your industry. I think there's so many different types of people to meet here. So there's also another thing I wanted to talk about as far as the whole fake thing. There's another element to, again, these truth about LA type of videos, that people always tend to mention the idea that people get a lot of cosmetic surgery. And I don't know why people tend to bring this up so much as a negative part of LA, having fake lips or fake, cheek implants. It's like, oh gosh, they look so fake. I just don't understand, like, what gives you the right to comment on somebody else's face. Like, who do you think you are that you get to say that somebody's face doesn't please you, and it's the reason why you left the city? You left the city because people got like cheek implants? Like, I really can't believe that people always mention this in these types of videos, that everybody looks fake, because that shouldn't have anything to do with you. Like, somebody else's decision what they do with their face or their body or any of it, it literally has nothing to do with you. So I can't imagine altering my, like, the way that I go about my life just because somebody over here looks like this. You don't know why somebody got work done. You don't know why someone got lip injections or whatever it is. You have no idea what they went through to get to that point where they're like, I'm going to have somebody cut my face open because I hate this aspect of myself so bad. I want to fix it. I'm going to pay money for somebody to do surgery on me. You don't understand what about them made them make that decision. You know, maybe they were bullied growing up, or just the way that they look when they look in the mirror and they just don't like it. And that person has the right to change how their face looks. You know, whether or not you think it looks good, like, who cares? Like, that's not, that shouldn't be on your list of things to, like, be judging. I can tell you right now, I've been here 7 years, and honestly, you just get used to it and it's fine. Like, yes, people's faces look different sometimes, and then what? You talk to them and they're so nice and they're great, and you know, cheers, and then you move on. Like, I just feel like you need to just find some empathy within yourself to understand. You're like, you know what? This person must have been insecure about whatever it was whatever their face looked like before, and they didn't want to look like that anymore, so they took steps to change it. Yeah, I really just wanted to say all of these things just to make sure that if you really are thinking about moving to LA, you understand that there are so many people here, and there are so many great, genuine, fun, nice people that live here. And the fake thing is not, it's very much in certain communities where you'll find the whole fake personality or whatever, but you have the right to not hang out with those people. You have the option to find other people to hang out with. And if you are drawn to those people, maybe you need to question, why do I want to hang out with them? Like, what is it about me that makes me see myself in these people, you know? Because it's a two-way street. Like, you're saying that they're fake, but you're hanging out with them and you don't even like them. So yeah, I just want to put it out there. You have options when you come here. You have plenty of options of people to hang out with. LA is great. The weather's great. Yes, there's traffic, whatever. Like, you'll deal with it. You'll get used to it and you'll have a great time. And if you guys want me to make a video about, like, logistical type of LA things, like advice, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. But this was just important for me to say because context is everything. So that being said, thanks for watching. And I don't know, come to LA. But don't get in the in and out lines because they're so long and it's not worth it. Bye.